All rise. Judge Vanderbeek Court is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB 1039, White case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Mrs. White, what brings you here today?
Well, Judge Vonda, nice to see you again. You look beautiful.
Sitting on this side.
Yes, well.
With Mr. White?
Yes, Damien is here today. He's finally back from building that bridge.
Right, but it's interesting that you're here making a request because the last time you were here, his ex-wife was making a request for child support and you gave her such a hard time.
Well, you know, back then I was so blinded by love and a bunch of...
Buckle up, guys. This one's a wild ride. Mrs. White, once blinded by love and loud about her judgments, is now the one standing in front of Judge Vonda B. pleading for child support. The twist? She used to roast the ex-wife for doing the exact same thing. Talk about a karma full-circle moment. Mr. White, meanwhile, is strutting around like he's still building bridges in Italy, thinking he's untouchable. But in this courtroom, that bridge is about to collapse. Tuition alone is $5,000 per kid, plus $500 in health insurance. But the real hit comes when Judge Vonda drops a number so serious, Mr. White finally sits up straight. So who's actually supporting these kids? And did Mrs. White try so hard to be the better ex that she played herself? This case looks simple on paper, but the emotional twist, absolutely priceless. Stay tuned, because this courtroom drama delivers every ounce of that sweet...
I believe that I have definitely learned my lesson and karma has definitely come around.
Okay, well, you said it. But continue. What brings you here?
So I would like to request child support for our two beautiful children.
Okay.
I cannot send them to school on my own. I don't want to pull them out. You know, they have their friends and they're doing so well. And I would...
The White paying it.
Well, when we were together, we were paying it. But, you know, now that I have to find a new job and to subsequent the money that I no longer have coming in, I need his help.
Okay. All right. And how much is tuition?
Tuition is about $5,000 a year per child.
Okay. Per year?
Yes.
Okay. This better be a pretty great school.
Yeah, it's connected to you.
Mrs. White straight up admitted she used to judge the ex-wife for asking for help, and now she's in the exact same spot. That's what you call a full-circle slap from the universe. Funny how fast people change their tune when the script flips. But Judge Vonda? Oh, she caught that hypocrisy from the jump and wasn't about to let it slide.
Because you definitely didn't show up for court the last time.
No, I did not, Your Honor.
Okay, so I'm guessing everything went well.
I'm a civil engineer, Your Honor, and I was in Italy for a conference, not the building of the Bridge of Gibraltar.
Oh, okay.
You must have lied to
Well,
me.
she must didn't know.
Apparently didn't know that there's a large step up from being housewife to employed.
Oh. I caught that. Continue.
So I'm currently our children.
Okay, and how much is that?
$500?
$500, okay. And that's for both children?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Continue.
Now, I don't understand exactly why my loving wife would think that in combination that we are paying for our children, considering I'm the only one that works. And quite frankly, she does not.
Okay.
And only spends.
Okay.
Connected to Yale and Harvard? Girl, what kind of brochure were you reading? Tuition's $5,000 per kid, and now we're getting Ivy League energy? This might be the most elite humble brag ever dropped in Judge Vonda's courtroom. But let's be honest, Judge Vonda's not buying it, and neither are we. For that price tag, the school better come with...
Okay. So, you guys are going through a divorce. She now is getting ready to work because she's not working yet, right?
From what I'm told, Your Honor, yes.
Okay. And this tuition, is it accurate what she said?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. that's a pretty expensive school. But I mean, if you know it has its affiliations, I definitely understand. $500 for health insurance. And how many other children do you have?
Just the one other with my ex-wife.
Okay. And then you all have 2 together. All right. And I do have your child support amount. Giving you credit for the health insurance as well as credit for your other children. Your child support amount comes.
He really went full petty, claiming he's the only one working while Mrs. White just spins. Bruh, this is a courtroom, not a barbershop roast. But the real moment? When Judge Vonda steps in to remind Mrs. White to let him talk. That wasn't just order in the court. It was her letting the man dig his own hole. She's sitting back, watching the show and getting ready to drop that cold, hard
Okay, now let me explain to you how that affects you. You're definitely going to have to get a job.
Oh, I do have a job.
Well, you're definitely going to have to continue working that job. Because if you notice, his child support is only about close to $1,400. You said tuition is about $5,000 a year per child.
Right.
So after he pays child support, he does not have to give you anything extra. You understand that?
Oh, I completely understand.
And you understand that you will be covering the difference.
Yes, ma'am.
$391 a month in child support, and Judge Vonda breaks it down with no fluff. After that payment, he owes nothing more. This is the part people miss. Child support isn't for luxury, it's for the essentials. Want your kids in elite schools? Cool, but that extra cost is on you. Judge Vonda's delivery? Calm, clear, and respectfully cutthroat. No confusion, no drama, just the law, served.
Pretty straightforward to me.
No, Your Honor.
Okay, anything further?
Can I just let you know that I do have a legitimate job, okay? Like, I have my own hair care business. It's starting
I
up.
thought that was a question for me. Are you talking to him?
Well, I'm just letting both of you know that I do have a legitimate job.
Okay,
you
great.
know, and it's doing pretty
Congratulations.
well.
That is wonderful. Anything further? Okay, if there's nothing further.
That, it's a wrap. Judge Vonda orders Mr. White to pay $1,391 a month and maintain the kids' insurance. Straightforward, fair, no drama. But here's the real twist. Mrs. White, who once mocked another mom for asking for help, just stood in the same courtroom asking for the same thing. That's not just irony. That's poetic justice unfolding in real time. This case wasn't loud or messy, but the emotional payoff? Chef's kiss. If you found yourself yelling, "Karma's real," at your screen, you're not alone. Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe for more real courtroom chaos. Right here on Truth.